What if you could travel into the most dangerous planet in our solar system? Jupiter?
At first glance, it looks beautiful, almost peaceful.
But what if this beauty is actually a trap?
The moment you enter Jupiter, there is no turning back.
Inside Jupiter, storms are not weather. They are weapons.
Because once you enter Jupiter, you are no longer exploring it. You are becoming part of it.
Now imagine your spacecraft entering Jupiter's atmosphere. Everything seems normal for just a few seconds.
But suddenly, your instruments start failing. The pressure begins to increase without warning.
You try to send a message back to Earth, but there is no response.
Why does Jupiter refuse all communication from inside its atmosphere?
And what happens next is far more terrifying than anything we can imagine.
At first glance, Jupiter looks almost peaceful from above. Beautiful clouds swirl like art, but something is hidden beneath them. But deep inside, storms begin to wake.
And what looks calm from space is actually a trap.
And once you go deeper, there is no escape.
Because Jupiter does not allow anything to leave once it enters.
The moment you enter Jupiter, everything seems stable for a few seconds. But within seconds, something starts to go wrong.
The pressure increases without warning.
You try to send a message back to Earth, but there is no response.
Why does Jupiter block every signal from inside its atmosphere?
And what comes next is beyond anything we understand. Deeper inside Jupiter, the calm completely disappears. Winds begin to roar at speeds beyond imagination.
Lightning strikes, not as flashes, but as constant destruction.
Your spacecraft begins to shake violently. Winds now reach speeds beyond any Earth hurricane. And Jupiter is still just getting started. Now the real danger begins. Pressure you cannot survive.
Storms don't move here, they collide.
Even time feels slower. Inside,
The sky becomes pure electricity.
and there is still no end to Jupiter's rage. You are no longer in a storm. You are inside a living planet. Inside your ship, every system is failing at once. Gravity here doesn't pull. It crushes reality itself. There is no ground, no sky, only pressure. The planet is now consuming energy faster than it releases it. And now, you realize Jupiter was never a planet you could enter.
There is a point where Jupiter stops being a place and becomes an event.
Oxygen levels are dropping, but that's not the worst part.
Gravity here bends not just matter, but perception itself.
Every storm you see is merging into something worse.
In Jupiter's depths, silence is more dangerous than sound.
You didn't enter Jupiter. You were absorbed by it.
At this depth, reality itself begins to lose meaning.
The hull is not cracking anymore. It is dissolving. Energy is no longer controlled. It is escaping the planet itself. Gravity stops pulling and starts rewriting space. Every layer you pass leads to something worse. At this point, Jupiter is already inside you.
There is no surface let, only falling deeper into the impossible.
The pressure here is not physical. It is absolute.
It feels like the planet is aware and watching.
Even direction no longer exists, only attraction. There is a point where returning becomes impossible. You are not entering Jupiter anymore. You are being rewritten by it.
The closer you get, the more the universe forgets you exist.
Space is no longer stable. It is breaking apart around you.
There is no turning back.
At Jupiter's core, even fear stops functioning. There is no planet anymore, only a single consuming presence.
Your mind cannot separate what is real.
Even you start to lose meaning inside this pressure.
Everything is being pulled into something it cannot understand.
At this depth, even time stops pretending.
There is no fear left, because there is nothing left to fear.
Even the idea of existence begins to fade.
There is no movement. No sound. No time. But in the silence, something begins again. A new beginning, born from total destruction. Maybe this was never the end, just another beginning.
What remains is not destruction,
but transformation. Far away, the solar system continues, unaware of what just happened. Back on Earth, life goes on, never knowing how close it came.
But somewhere out there, something like this is happening again.
What we saw may not be unique and may not be the last. In a universe this vast, every ending is just another beginning. Jupiter did not destroy you. It transformed you into something else. In the scale of the universe, even this was just a moment. What feels like everything is only a small part of something far greater. And somewhere, a star is being born, just like before.
The universe never ends. It only changes form.
Even after the end,